Howdy folks, how are y'all doing? My name is Rees and welcome to Skybees 2. It is a little bit after December, yet that was the last time we played this apparently, December 23rd. I know because I accidentally left the game running. After we were done streaming, I left the room, and I died. Second death of the series, kind of right about here. I think the phantoms got me. Does it say on here? It doesn't say. It's okay, all of our items were rescued and preserved, and I don't know, I think I have another one of these in here somewhere. Yeah, there it is right there, obituary. What a fun and pleasant concept that is. Goodness gracious, but this chest is just full of nonsense. How do I even have room to store literally anything? It's getting out of hand. Oh, I can wear myself on my own head. It kind of looks almost the same, just slightly bigger. It's like I have an inflated sense of ego or something. Everything seems very small. I don't know about you folks, but it seems a little bit too small for me. Maybe let's crank that up a little bit and see where that gets us. Apparently we're locked in on hard. I guess I kind of vaguely remember that from the beginning of the series. But welcome back. So, as many of you will know, we are rapidly racing towards the release of the next episode of Tekkit 2 after a pretty decently long hiatus, and we need to wrap this up before then. What I'm thinking about doing is not ending this series, because there is just so much more to do, but I want to get it to a good point where we can put it on pause. We'll go on hiatus with this series, go back to Tekkit. We'll just go back and forth, like an epic game of ping pong. Now, I'm not recording. I better be recording. That's the whole reason I sat down. I'm not streaming today. In the past, we did the last several episodes streaming to channel members, and today is not the case. This one is going to be... oh my gosh, hold on. This one's just being recorded because it's a lot easier to get things done when you do it like that. When you just go ahead and say, you know what we're going to do? I mean, first things first, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to start taking down all these fences, because we don't need those anymore. We've lost... Oh, no! No! No, no, please, no! Please, no, please, no, 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 no! No, no, I did not think about the consequences of my actions. There's one left. I see it flying around over there. Hold on, we're not giving up hope yet. We've got some empty jars. We can rescue it. We just have to stop it before it goes over the edge. Come here, you. Come here, you. Please don't... Oh my gosh, I think we rescued it. I think the situation was saved. That was a horrific mistake, and I'll tell you what we're going to do right here, is we're going to go ahead and break that, and then we're going to go ahead and break all of these. There we go. Situation saved, situation settled. The reason we're getting rid of all these is because in the current modern era of the series, we've lost all of the animals. Either I've killed them all or they all wandered off anyway, so there's no reason to have all of this to sort of control the flow of individuals. We'll just let the remaining the remaining cow and the remaining chicken can just hang out here and it's fine. But let's get back inside of here and see if we can right this mess of a ship. Okay, let's see. I'm assuming the other one is also out and about right now. It's probably like, oh geez, there's gonna be like some cross-contamination of different bee types. This is gonna be an absolute just mess that we're gonna have to deal with. But, what I was originally saying, the point I was originally trying to get across here, was that it makes more sense for us to do this not live, because it'll be easy. It'll be easier for me to focus, you know, when I'm not doing ridiculous stuff like that. Now, I can focus more on what's going on in sort of the immediate area, and I can focus on getting a sort of list that I have here of tasks that I want to complete from Gilyerm. I posted this a month ago, I believe in the last live stream, so the third live stream we did with channel members, where he recommended this huge list. We're going to go through the whole thing here, okay? So, 1. Create a storage drawer, one by one, for each hive, and place on top of the hive, and store the honey on each hive respectively, or store it there respectively. That makes way more sense. So just collect the honey and then immediately store it away. That makes a ton of sense. I like that idea. We're probably going to do that. Kill all of the animals. That is cruel. That is inhumane. Also, we don't have to. Most of them are dead anyway. There's just 2 left. So... They've made it this far. I'm not going to go ahead and kill them now. I'm going to let them live. They've earned it at this point. They have earned life at this point, as far as I'm concerned. We're going to leave them be. Craft 3 more compact storage and place near the crafting stations for more space. Also a good idea. So I guess the idea being that we have this one here. I think that must have been what we were talking about. Yeah, compact storage. One there, and then one there. I don't know if you could put one on the bottom, but then when you open this up, you'll have literally everything right over here. And I think it'll actually pull the items out of there. So for example, right now, I don't have what it takes to build, let's say, a stick. But if I wanted to make a stick, would it pull it out of the chest? Well, hold on. That's not in my inventory, is it? No, it's not. But it does look like if I do that, it'll pull it out of here, which is super handy. And if we surround this with 4 of those, imagine what we'd be capable of. We'd be overpowered is what we'd be capable of. Make a lot of hopper pots for seeds. There we go, that's a good idea. Now that we have seed ore, expand the platform. Absolutely, we need to do that. Search for a way to prevent monsters from spawning. Torchmaster of some kind can be great. Let's see what we've got in terms of torches. It looks like we've got the animated torch, which I don't know how that's different from just a regular one. Redstone soul torch, which we know just kind of looks cool, but it's a regular torch. I don't see like a torch master. If I type in the word master, what does it give me? It gives me some master blob ore, which sounds like a really good time. Didn't there used to be, in some packs, like this torch that you could build that was like 3 torches in one? What if I just type in light? And it would prevent things from spawning within a 64 block radius. I can't remember what it was called, like a super torch or something like that. What about like a lamp or something along? What if I just type in the word spawn? And then we kind of look through keywords and see what we can locate. I don't really see anything here. We might need to do a bit more research on that. But prevent monsters from spawning. Torchmaster of some kind can be great. I agree with you. I just don't know what it is. Build a new place to place all of the hives. You can make a 1x1x2 inner for the bees. Hives on the front, entrance on the back. For more compact space. Yeah, so we've been giving our bees way more space than they actually need. As it happens, you can just give the bees a space that is literally like 1 block with their chosen sort of honey type. In this case, for a lot of these bees, that would be the nectar blocks. So just like literally the hive, the nectar block, and then nothing all around. And that's probably what we will do. We're not going to do that inside of here because I don't really want to remodel all of this. We're probably going to get a system that is uncovered, out in nature, and we will just, yeah, have like an entrance on one side. The entrance, that's the issue though, isn't it? The concept of an entrance. Because how do I then get to the bees if I need to get them out for like breeding purposes? If I need to get a couple out and take them to like a special breeding chamber? Maybe that's what this place becomes. This just becomes the breeding chamber for when I need to make more bees. That's actually fine and I'm okay with it. But I don't know if it's too tall. We'll figure something out. We'll design it. We might make it a little bit bigger than just 1 block of space. We might make it a couple tall so we can actually get inside of it, but that's on my list of things to do. Let's see what else we can do here. Breed to get the diamond and redstone bees. We have to get those. Automate your cobble work and make it accessible. So storage controller from the storage drawers mod can be helpful. Yes, it can. That's true. Search for a way for item transfer, like item pipes. Expand your platform and make areas for each thing. Start with the mechanism mod for power gen. Automate bees. You will need an apiary. Alright, that all sounds pretty good. That is a big list of things to do. We're not doing them all today, but what is that? Get out of here. Bit of lunch or whatever that was. Bit of the Cuban sandwich that I had. What we are going to do today, though, is we are going to focus on expanding the platform, possibly primarily, as well as I liked that storage drawers idea. So let's actually pull up storage drawers. They might already be saved to the left side of the screen, and I just don't see them. That's always possible, but storage drawer, you know what? Gosh darn it, is not actually what you want to type in there. What you want to type in is just drawer, and that's going to get you what you're looking for a lot quicker. Not these up here. Like a bookshelf drawer is not going to be super helpful. A spruce drawer, do we just have like a regular one? I guess it has to be oak or spruce or the like. So that's super basic and easy to make. 32 stacks per drawer, and then you can add upgrades to them to hold even more items. So let's create some of those. What we need to make sure we have plenty of is wood, and we certainly do. Do we want to do this now? Yeah, let's go ahead and do it now. I was going to say, do we want to do it now, or do we want to wait till we build the new bee facility? We're going to do it now. I actually like the idea of converting this into sort of our house. So we take everything that's just sort of a mess out here, and we move it in here, along with some sort of mechanism for bee breeding, And then off to maybe this direction, we build the new bee platform. Or the bee platform is just right out the door here. Basically, we just invert what we already have. We take the bees that are in here and move them out here. And we take everything that's out here and we move it in there. So I'm going to get started here. Can I just, like, make one of these? Do I have everything that I need? No, we do need more planks. And we do need more... Okay, that means we need more wood, which we should have, like, a ton of in here. But I don't actually see how much we have. Hold on, it should say up there... while I'm looking at it, that we have 1 by 64 plus 14. Oh, those are saplings. 3 by 64 plus 42. If you shift, does it give you just like what the count of that is? No. Not relevant. Not important. Let's just make a bunch of planks. There we go. And then we make a bunch of chests. We don't really need to make... Oh, actually, I just need a regular chest. I don't need a trapped chest. I just need that to be a regular old chest. And we'll make... I don't know how many bees we have. I don't think we have 10 variety of bees, but we're going to make 10 storage drawers all the same. Excuse me. Excuse me, excuse you. Excuse me, you. Okay, well, I've made 15 of them. Apparently, I already had some chests. That's fine. And then we're going to come in here, and we're going to very delicately break the glass. It would be funny if that, like, really ticked off the bees for some reason. Sometimes the bees just get upset about arbitrary things. They should all be chill, because I've got fires underneath them, and I don't feel like, you know, tolerating their nonsense today. But, man, we even started a project to sort of remodel all this, and now we're going to abandon it all. There is, like, something of a tragedy to that, isn't there? The beauty that we had planned will never come to fruition, but it's okay, because we're going to go with this design aesthetic for the remodel of this place. That scared me a little bit. I kind of forgot what that was. I believe that's the bamboo outside, serving really no form, function, or purpose whatsoever. It's just sort of out there being an eyesore. Maybe we surround the place with it, though. I think the idea would be that if there are any sort of individuals flying around out in the infinite void, maybe old Wyatt happen or whatever, someone maybe sees us from a distance and stops by to say hi, provided they're friendly and not here to, like, cause us some sort of, like, horrible fate. You know, I don't want a horrible fate. I don't like gravy. Let's go ahead and... It's not. It's just not a reasonable thing to say, is it? Okay, we got the cobblestone honey, and these should be the... Actually, I don't know which hive is which anymore. I have no idea what is in here. Cobblestone. This is the cobblestone. Good. I think that is nickel. So that's going to be... Well, goodness me, I don't know. Nickel. I went right to it. Look at that. Iron? Pretty sure that's this one. Yeah, maybe I do know the layout better than I thought. Okay. So copper, regular honeycomb, sand, gold, sand again, and wood. This one is wood. Yes. And then copper's gonna be right here. Yeah. You might think Reese's is not impressive. I just watched the last episode 2 minutes ago. This is regular honeybee. Thing is, I've not recorded this in over 2 months, so the fact that I'm remembering these is impressive to me. Gold is the last one remaining, so there we go. There's that one checked off. I like that a lot better. That's going to make this a lot more simple moving forward when it comes to, oh, what are you, fishy honeycomb? We don't actually have that bee out and about anymore. He's inside of here. So we need to do something about that. That's going to be a bit of an issue, isn't it? Where are my shears? They should be right in front of me somewhere. There they are. So now what we can do is we can very easily just come in here and say, oh, yep, give me that. Make sure we get it all. And then just click it away. Come over here, do the same thing. Just come inside. Just preemptively accept that we're going to have to go inside for that. And, yeah, we can at some point automate this. We know that to be true. But for right now, this is fine. This gets the job done. And this sure beats needing to walk all the way back outside to put all of this away. And maybe once it's smaller, that will reduce the likelihood that it flies off into sort of random directions. That sure would be swell, wouldn't it? Wouldn't mind that. Some of these produce way more than others. Just throwing that out there. Like, I bet the gold one is not going to produce all that much. No, the gold one is like the highest one. 12. We do have 5 gold bees, though. Maybe that's why. Whereas this one only has 1 bee, 1 bee, 4 bees. Why are there only 4 in each of these? These are the most basic of bees. In the morning, we're going to breed them. For right now, I think there's a way to show what is inside of a storage drawer. I think it's you got to get like a drawer key. Locks unlocks drawers. Hold an offhand to lock newly placed drawers. So that's not exactly what I'm thinking of. Hold on, let's see. At storage, I mean, that's useful, don't get me wrong. We should probably get that key. But there's other ones here. Concealment. Show or hide item labels. That might be what I'm thinking of. Locks, unlocks, drawers. Shows or hides stored quantity. That's what we want right there. Okay, so we want to make the base key at the very least. And then also probably all of these. But then what goes into that base key? So we need gold, 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 and an upgrade template. That is going to be super simple. That just looks like any kind of drawer surrounded by sticks. We can make one of those right now. So let's make our upgrade template. Yep, there we go. We got 4 of those. And then as for gold, I don't know if we have any gold. Let's see. Let's try to make a gold ingot, or a gold nugget, I should say. So we definitely do have that. And then hopefully we have more gold. That is the one issue here. Yeah, I just got to scroll around till I find it. But now we should be able to make the regular bog standard key. I don't know if this gets consumed when you use it on it. It can't. No, it must be permanent, right? So this will lock and unlock a drawer, and that'll prevent you from placing things in it that, like, for instance, oh my gosh, these guys are moving around. It sounded like someone running up on me, but I think it's just the cow. Hopefully is all it is. Could be the bees. If we take all the sand honeycomb out of here and we don't want it to kind of reset, we can shift-click it, or just regular click it, shift-click it. It said that shift-clicking did something different, didn't it? Hold an offhand to lock newly placed drawers. Oh, so as you place them, they get locked. It doesn't actually matter. So what we can do here is we can go around and lock all of these, and then when we empty them out, so for instance, this one here has 38. If we take all 38 out, there we go. See, it doesn't go blank. It keeps the memory of what should be inside of it. And that can be especially useful when we get to automation. But we do want it to show the quantity of items inside of it. And that's going to require the quantity key. So we can get rid of the regular... Well, we might want to build a second one. Because I think when we make the quantity key, it won't work as a regular drawer key. So we're going to actually need 2 different keys. This is going to require some stuff that we don't have. We don't have an ink sac, we don't have a feather, and we don't have a book. We used to have something in the water here that was going to farm those items. What happened to it? Is it gone now? Do we need to make a new one? How do I get an ink sac? You don't, apparently, but I think we do need a large body of water that a squid could spawn in. I can think of no other ways to get one. Squids still randomly spawn, right? That's not like... I remember in beta 1.8, animals stopped randomly respawning. They would only spawn once, and once you killed them all in that area, they were gone forever. I don't know if that's applicable to squids, though, or whether or not they'll come back, or even if that made it into Minecraft 1.0. I only know that it was a thing in 1.8, beta 1.8 for that matter. I have no idea if it stuck around. I assume it does. I don't know. How do you get a squid? Is that... Hold on. Maybe there's like a bait for it. Oh my goodness gracious, look at that. You get a bunch of fish surrounding a wheat, and that'll get you a squid. That seems so involved. So we might have to wait on that key for a hot minute, and that is okay. What we're going to do now, though, is we're going to focus on... What else on that list should we focus on next? Should we focus on expanding the base? What are you? You're a regular old stone? What do we do here? What was the purpose of this place? Oh, I remember now. This is where we tried to mine the, not the XP, but the seed ores, right? Yeah, seed ore. I remember. So that's certainly an option. We could try to mine more seeds, but I think that what I would rather do for right now is... Wow, we're doing great on wheat. We should never go hungry. We really should be just fine with food. It looks like we can just make plenty of bread. Just made 21 bread, and it looks like that didn't even go into my inventory. That means there was already bread in here to begin with, as well as a ton of cooked salmon. Can we use cooked salmon? We should have had some raw salmon. I don't know how we ended up with so much cooked salmon. I don't know what we did to get so much salmon. Probably the fishy bee possibly is where we got that. I don't know. I'm not going to pretend to remember. But can we use that, or does it need to be raw in order to get the squid seed? That's the question. Baby. Okay, there we go. We can make squid seeds. Plant underwater to grow the animal. Hot diggity. Maybe we will go ahead and do this. How many of these do we want to make? We're probably going to want more than... Hold on. Pull that in. We're going to make 3 squid seeds, and then we're going to create a tank for them. This is what we're doing now, apparently. This is what I've landed on. I thought long and hard about it. Literally tens of minutes. No, not... That's a massive exaggeration. Tens of seconds, if even. And I've decided that we're going to build a... Oh my gosh, what if we built it on top of the house? What if there were just squids swimming around on top of our house? How cool would that be? You look up and there's just like a pond full of water. I love that idea. I'm on board with it. Let's do it. So we're going to need to break all of these torches. These were placed here to prevent monsters from spawning once upon a time in the distant past of our ancestors. And today, we're going to break them. And then we have to figure out where to put the glass. So do we put the glass on top of the existing glass? Or do we do it around this edge here? I don't think we do that. I think we don't do that. I think we do put it here on the sides. And then we're not going to go super deep with it, I don't think. I think we'll go maybe a couple of blocks high. Also, we're going to probably run out of glass, just judging by how much glass we've already used and the fact that we are now out of glass. So we're going to need to make like a lot more glass. And also I need to stop saying glass, because I've said glass so many times now that it's almost not even really a word anymore. It just sounds like I'm making noise when I'm saying glass, because I've said just glass so much. So give me some more glass, and then put the glass up there, and then give me some more glass, and then put the glass up there. And then go back up here. Once that one's done, I grabbed an extra piece of sand that I didn't need to make glass, so let's go ahead and use that to make some more glass. And then over here, these chests. What is that chest for? That's for this, right. So it's not going to automatically output anything. Oh gosh, it's not making any glass because it's all out of the charcoal. We need charcoal to make more glass. So we'll put the charcoal in there, and it'll get back to working the glass. I'm just saying glass a lot now. Because at this point, it's kind of funny, isn't it? Just how often I've said glass in the last couple of minutes. Okay. So, I said we were going to do maybe, what, 2 or 3 high? 2 high, I'm sure, is... It's never too high, is it? 2 high is probably plenty. Like a height of 2 blocks is probably enough. But I want to go to 3 for some reason. Now, one thing I don't know about is how to fill this with water. I don't know how to go about doing that other than just... I mean, if it's 1 block tall, I can do that. I know what to do in that situation. We'll figure something out. Don't worry about it. If we have to place, like, dirt in the bottom of it... Oh, gosh, now we're stuck in here. I didn't consider what would happen then. There we go. We'll just temporarily sort of have that there. And then this will go right here like this. This is temporary, again, just so we can get up here. Let's focus on filling this up first before we create, like, a whole additional level. And then we're going to need to get some, is there a ladder here? I knew that there was. I don't want to take damage by falling, even though I'm sure we would have been fine. Where is all the bread that we made? We made so much bread. Remember before the glass there was bread? Lovely. Eat up on the bread, my friend. Would you like some? I would love to provide you with some, but I don't think the game will allow it. Here. Yeah, never mind. No bread for you. I'll keep the bread. What about you, little chicken? They tell me not to give bread to animals because... they say not to give bread to ducks because it'll expand in their stomachs and then they'll die. But I've been feeding bread to ducks since I was a child. I think millions of people have the world over. Has anyone ever actually seen that happen? I have a theory. I don't know if it's true or not. I could Google this. I'm not going to. My theory is that is made up. That is made up by people who are annoyed by, like, aggressive ducks who are like, where's the bread? And they come up to them and they're like, you go away! So they fabricated this BS that the bread will expand in their stomachs and they'll get sick and die. So that you stop feeding them so they don't have to deal with them. I remember being out on the beach once, and all these birds were around and we were trying to eat lunch. Huge empty beach. And for some reason, this woman comes and sits down 20 yards away from us on this huge empty beach and was really annoyed by our presence. She could have gone anywhere. The beach was huge and empty, but she decided to sit close to us and be annoyed by us instead of just moving. And I was having none of her nonsense. And at one point, I was like, I'm going to feed the birds. Ha 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 ha. And everyone's like, oh no, don't do that, Reese. The birds will swarm us. And I look over and I guess the woman had heard me because she was looking directly at me and shaking her head. And I just made direct eye contact with her, and I reached into a bag, and I crunched up some chips, and I just threw them into the air, and we were swarmed by birds, and I just stared at her. I stared at this woman, this stranger on the beach, who had the audacity to sit within 20 yards of us on a massive empty beach and be annoyed by us, and then tell me, don't feed those birds. I fed those birds, and they swarmed, and that woman got beat red in the face, and she stood up, and she moved! Something she had the power to do the entire time we were there. We were there first. She didn't need to sit near us. She could have sat anywhere. And as she walked away, I was like, yeah, good. I hope you've learned something from this. I have. I've learned that this is quite fun. I have no regrets. If given the opportunity, I would do it again, except I would throw the crunched up chips at her. Let the birds swarm her. I don't know where she is. I hope she's miserable. That's one of my favorite trips to the beach. I remember nothing else about... Well, no. My niece got on my shoulders and knocked my sunglasses into the ocean, and I lost them. That was before the chips thing. That's probably why I was in the mood at that point. I'd already lost my sunglasses, and now this woman who's decided to sit next to us and be annoyed by our presence that she chose to engage with is telling me, no, don't feed the birds. Like, woman, I've lost my sunglasses today, and you're the nuisance here. It's kind of like when you sit in an empty theater, like, that doesn't have assigned seating, and people walk in, and in this entire empty theater, they decide to sit near you. It's worse than that, though, because usually in that situation, they're also annoying. Like, if you want to talk in the movie, 1, don't go to the movie, and 2, go sit literally anywhere else. To all the people who have ever done that, I hope that you are living a miserable life because you deserve it. Now, we're going to carry on and play Minecraft now, okay? We're going to carry on. Do I have a bucket? I'm pretty sure that what I need right now is a bucket. There we go. Probably more than one. It'd be better to have more than one. Should we make another one? I mean, it's not like we're hurting for iron, are we? I don't think so. Just come back in here real quick and check on the iron bees. Is that this one? I've already forgotten. What are you? What are you? I don't know and I'm sorry. Iron honeycomb. There we go. Take all of it. We should probably go to bed right now. There we go. I already died to the phantoms once, and I wasn't even at the computer at the time, so I'd rather that not happen again. Alright, let's go. The most annoying thing about this process is not the fact that I have to sit here and hold down right-click. The most annoying thing about this process is that it just stops running if, for whatever reason, you run out of glass bottles. Because, well, for the reason that they fill up with honey, that's why that would happen. And then you have to go get more glass bottles, and it's like, can we just have the honey empty out onto the ground or something? I don't care. Maybe it makes a good moisturizer. I don't think that honey makes a good moisturizer. Maybe, I don't know, though. It might. I have no... Comment down below and let me know. Just let it run on the ground. It'll get on our feet, between our toes. It'll be lovely, and then we won't have to worry about it. I cannot believe that cow is somehow still alive. Also, I think I just saw more iron. Yeah. That is the problem with this method of storage, is that it is just a gigantic chest, isn't it? It is huge. So we've got 2 of these now. We're going to fill them up with water from our infinite water source. And we're going to go upstairs to what is eventually going to be the squid container, where we're going to contain all of our squids. And we'll start in this corner with not 1, but 2 things of water. And that will allow us to have a second infinite source. And then we can collect from this corner. And we can kind of go along the edge here. And we can do, like, every other one, like that. And that should create infinite sources. I'm not going every other one, but it doesn't seem to matter. That was a mistake. Okay, there we go. So this side is taken care of. And then we'll go maybe to here. I don't know. I don't know Minecraft mechanics well enough to know what I'm doing. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's going to fill the whole thing, isn't it? It kind of looked like that's what was about to happen. It looked like it was preparing to fill the whole place. Basically, we just want to keep doing this until there's no more, like, water movement. And that's how we'll know that we filled the whole place. See how over here the water's just kind of moving in place? That's what we're looking for. And then over here, that's not what's happening. Because you can still see the water moving. So if I just keep, like, turning around and then placing water... Oh, okay, yeah, see, now that's fine. Now we gotta go, like, maybe here? Yes! There it goes! It's zooming! Alright, we've done it. We've got infinite water sources here in the middle. Now we need to elevate it, and that I think is more tricky, because I can't place the water on the top here. I can put the water on the sides, kind of infinitely. Yeah, see, I can sit here and I can do this. And this gets us all the way around, you know, to the corners. But, look, that's... this. Okay. There's probably a guide online that I've just never seen before. So I'm just going to keep doing this. Also, we can just take from down there. That's fine. That won't affect anything. Ah! Yeah, look at this pattern I've got. Click, place. Click, place. Oh. Okay, we did it. Alright, so now we want to place down, not the peanut seeds, but the squid seeds. Ooh, here we go. So we'll put one there, put one here, and we'll put one, like, right here. Oh, look at them go! They're all grown up! Look at them! Can you breed squid? What do I... Oh, right, I'm sorry, I forgot that we drown. You do have to punch them in order to get them out of the plants, unfortunately. But there they are, our little squid trio, all in the corner, hiding from me. I brought them into the world, and like a doctor, I've slapped their little bottoms and sent them off. Ooh, I like it! Except for the corners. I don't like that. I guess we should have actually put the blocks one out further than we did. I guess the edges should have been along here. I know that now. What can I do about it? Oh, good, he just died. That's a fantastic start. Well, we did need an ink sac. So I guess at the end of the day, we got that. What are you doing? Stop! Why? You've got to be in the water! You're a sea creature! Back into the ocean with you. Hey, don't knock me off. You're all gonna die like this, aren't you? I've gone through so much effort to bring you here. Do you know how many fish had to be sacrificed for your lives? And this is how you repay that. Gosh, we gotta make it one taller just so they don't end up throwing themselves over the edge. We are gonna go ahead and move it. Do we have any way to move it? Do we have like a moving wand of some kind? I don't see that as an option. We have an entity conveyor. Shove? I know that we can build like a wand, like building wands and things. That creates blocks, which... Actually, that might just be the approach right now. Didn't we already build a building wand at some point? Didn't we already have that, or am I imagining it? If we have that already... Hold on, that's what we'll do. We'll double-click in the... Hold on, shouldn't we be able to double-click in this blocks? No! That doesn't work! Normally you can double-click and it'll turn it yellow, and that'll highlight things for you. What am I supposed to do then? Just look at this mess and find the wand? It's right there, I found it. I've got it. We can build a diamond one, though. Restrictions, directions, blah, 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 blah. We could probably... Well, no, we can't build a diamond one. We can build a gold one, but that's not real. We don't have diamonds, unfortunately. I don't know why I thought that we did. Well, what we can do is we can come over here and we can grab this glass. I do want to fix this. I want to fix it. I want to make it look good. And so in order to do that, we're going to go ahead and... I love that we have built an underwater... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Really? Come on. This one's not long for this world now. I hope you all realize that at this rate. It's just not long for this world. So we don't have to actually place down the glass blocks anymore. We can just go along the edges and do that. We've got to be so careful, though. Do you know how easy it would be to accidentally, like, throw ourselves, like, push ourselves off the edge here if we're not careful? Like, it could, if we placed all of these and we were standing where the blocks would be placed, it would shove us off the edge of the world, I'm almost positive. How are we doing in terms of glass? Yeah, we got plenty. I don't want to test that theory. I don't want to find out for sure. So we're just going to not even try it. We're just going to carry on and hope for the best here. So there we go. So now, that is the new outside border. Now I got to get back on top because I got to go around inside of here. And I got to... And I gotta remove all that glass we went through all that effort of placing, unfortunately. I'm sorry to say. I'm very upset about it. But here we go. Yep, there it is! Get back in there, you. Just... No! They all died! Impossible. They are impossible creatures. I'm so frustrated. What are my options even to deal with that? The only thing I can think of that we could do in this situation is we can go back. Why am I using this as the tool to break them? This tool has, like, infinite durability in the sense that I can just go get it refixed, repaired, replaced. What I could have done is built it one block higher and not filled it up that much with the water. You know, just left that bit hollow, and then they wouldn't be able to swim up and beach themselves, as it were. That might be what we do. That might be what we do. Once we've got the outside of this finished, we might go back in. We might get more squids, just because I'm upset. I'm angry. I wanted to have a cool underwater. That's what I was trying to say earlier. We are in the air, and yet we have an underwater base. I want to have a cool underwater in the air base, and I want it to be full of squids. It's weird that the water is not expanding to fill the corners as we dig them out. I guess I'll have to manually, like, intervene in that to some extent. But there we go. Is it just a matter of getting water and then putting it in a corner? No, it's not that simple. It's not that simple, everyone. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, look what I've done. Oh, I've made a horrific mess of things, haven't I? What if I just grab that piece there and I move it over? Because if I get it from the bottom, the piece that's above it should move back in to fill the gap, possibly. I don't know that. Okay, I'm trying to fix these holes that I accidentally created now, and that was the best idea that I had. That was the best thing I could come up with at the time. Oh, interesting, okay. That also worked, but I don't know how or why. But alright, this looks good. Okay, we've got it restored, and we still have 43 left, so is that going to be enough to, like, can I not be on it when I place it? Can I not place it on top of? No, I can. Yeah, that's fine. Lovely. So we want to build all this up one extra height. Hold on, I'm actually out of glass now. This is ridiculous. How is this what this became? How is this what this has become? Alright, do I have more glass? What? There's that one extra glass. Alright, hold on. Give me 2 more stacks of sand so I can make some more glass using the sand that I just got. And then I've got 1 extra piece of sand right now. But then there's bound to be more glass in here? Oh, hello, Mr. Spider. This is not where you want to be. Please, I'm begging you. Go back up your little web. I'm in the middle of recording something right now. I can't have you crawling around on my desk. You're such a little thing. I might accidentally inhale you. That's actually my #1 concern right now. I don't even care if you crawl on me. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and just move you. Down to the floor with you. Okay, now it's free to crawl around on my toes, and that's fine. I'm not actually bothered by the little spider, I just didn't want it crawling around. For some reason, it's like, crawl around on my body right now, I don't care, but whatever you do, don't be on the desktop. That's disgusting. Imagine if all this glass had lovely connected texture. How much better it would be. Wouldn't that be better? That's unfortunate. We might end up remaking this whole thing at some point in the future with a different type of glass. Okay. Not quite enough. Not quite enough. While we wait on the glass to cook, we're going to go ahead and create some more squid seeds. I don't know how many more we can make. It looks like only 2. And I'll tell you what, if we can make a breeding pair of squids, and I don't know if we can, and honestly, the idea is almost frightening. Breeding squids. I don't know what that looks like. I don't want to. That is a nature documentary I would like to skip, if possible, thank you. But if we can do that, then we'll just have plenty more here soon. There we go. So, put the squids in. Do a little swim around them. Hold on, we gotta... Oh, no, we are starving. We are actually on death's doorstep here. Let's go ahead and... No, that's not true. We're just a little bit hungry. We're not, like, starving to death yet. Here we go. Come on, little squiddies. And then, can I get them out of there without damaging them? Is there a way to, like... Nope. That just... Oh, that one I did. Okay, you should not be able to beat yourselves like previous generations. Also, I can't get out. Realizing now that mistakes were made. If I can line up with the door here and maybe put up a block. And then maybe another one. See, that's the thing, though. They could beach themselves on that. So basically, I just have to get rid of that. I see... Look, they're coming right at it. It's like they know. It's like they know and that's what they want. Absolutely not. I forbade it. So hopefully they'll have long and happy lives, and then, I don't know, can you breed squid, I guess is the thing we're going to Google now. Minecraft squid breeding. Although squid have a baby variant in Bedrock Edition, there is no way to breed them. If the player is in spectator mode or is far away from the squid remains stationary. When attacked in this state, the squid cannot flee. Like a land-based mob, the squid can be picked up by a minecart, and none of this is relevant. Alright, that's fine. You know what? We've done what we came here to do. We got squid. What we came here to do was just get ink. All we needed to do was make a tiny little tank where we could get a couple of squid so we could get some ink. But no, we did this instead. And I'm not even mad. This is kind of cool. What we need now, though, is we do need more gold. We don't actually need more gold. We have enough gold to do what we want to do here. But I am going to make some more gold just because I'm in the area. And I have the ability. Oh, yeah, see what I mean? See what I mean? We ran out! We ran out! We gotta make more vials! Which means we gotta get more glass! We gotta come over here, we gotta put them in the grid in that kind of way. Also, with a regular crafting table, didn't we have the ability to sort of balance the grid? We don't have that anymore. Or did it used to be here and am I crazy? I'm pretty sure that was like a comment we even referenced previously from our good friend Lucas. Maybe you can do it with this? Yeah, let's just do it in that inventory then. Just because it's a lot easier to do 1, 2, 3, hold that there, balance grid, create a bunch of these things. What are we going to do with all of this honey? We're making so much honey right now, it doesn't matter. Give me that. Let's go put away all this iron, because we're just carrying it around for no reason. I'll tell you what though, this is going to get real old here. Having to... This is going to get real old having to manually do this. I'm just going to go ahead and go through and do it real quick. What I need is the ability to right-click to harvest it all, and then have like an item mover and some sort of filter so that what I can do is just go to the entrance and dump them all into a single container, and then it'll automatically sort them out. We could have just done, I guess, a big chest at the entrance. Just a massive chest that we put all these on, but it is what it is. Good morning, everyone. Goodness... You all popped out of here quite energetic today, didn't you? Right, so the thing that we came here to do, we need to build an additional drawer key. There we go. Now there are 2 of them. It's getting out of hand. And now we can make the book and... I forgot that we had to make a book. I was so focused on getting ink that I completely forgot that we needed to make a book. Now, with that said, I'm not too worried about it because I'm pretty sure we can just get some of this... There we go. We can make paper. We must have some leather left over. If not, we know what must be done then, don't we? But we can get some paper. We can combine that with a little bit of leather. If we have it? Do we have it? We've got it. Okay, don't ask us where we got that from, good friend. And then combine that with an ink sac and a feather. Don't ask where we got that from, good friend. And then we can make ourselves the quantity key. And so now, if we go inside here and we right-click on these, it'll show us how many of each item is inside of the chest. So 77, we have 38, 88, 79, 38. That's lovely. It should work on these as well. Yep. Perfect. So much better than what we were doing before, and we do still have the other key to lock the item type. We're not going to do that with these drawers because we tend to be a little bit more loosey-goosey with them. One thing we can do is if you have a look inside of here, you'll notice that we really only get 2 things. We get seeds and we get wheat. So we can build a 2x1 storage drawer down below here and configure one side to be seeds and one side to be wheat, and then we don't need a chest underneath it. Same thing over here if you wanted to, like, let's say we don't need sticks out of here, really. If you put like a 1x3, if that's even a thing, storage drawer, I have no idea. I imagine it would be. It's not, from the looks of things, it's not. That's okay. We could get, a 4, and that'll do the apples and the logs and the sticks and the oaks, and then, stick that underneath here. That's a good way of doing it. Although if you do have a tree, like let's say this tree and all we wanted was I only want oak logs and apples, you could put a 1x2 storage drawer underneath it and then use the lock to lock in logs and apples, and anything else that would have been produced just gets dumped into the aether. You never see it. It might as well not exist. Only when it produces logs and or apples will it actually drop them into the chest underneath. So that's a great approach. So as we kind of expand what we're doing with hopper botany pots, we'll probably do that. We'll probably, in fact, definitely do that. But I think that wraps it up for today. Today we did get quite a bit done here. I know it might not seem like it because we built 2 keys, but remember what those keys were for. It was for this. We have this refined storage system now for all of our different types of honey, right at the source, as it were. These are all ready to go again. I think I read the wrong place earlier when I said we only had like a few bees. I think I was looking at the wrong spot. And in fact, we actually have way more bees than I had initially realized. I think there is 5 pretty much of every type of bee. I might be wrong on that, but I think we're probably close at the very least. Let's have our open hand next to, yeah. I think there's 5 of every type of bee. Yeah, goodness gracious, this is, they are producing very quickly. We kind of just did this, and they're already ready to go again, which is good, because we're going to need these resources to make things, and we're going to need to expand the platforms and all that good stuff. I keep trying to shear the wrong thing. I'm sure you've all noticed. But there we are. So things are looking good. We got these, we've got them locked, and we've got them displaying the item count, and we've got this cool sort of Bond villain roof on what is going to eventually be our house as we move the bees elsewhere in a future installment. Till then, thank you folks for watching. God bless you. See you later. Goodbye!